to Perfection Kennels Tip of the Week. Summer Camp 2, the theme is wild birds. We're up here and we're working on wild birds. And one of the things we try to explain to people all the time in the clinics and in our training is that one of the biggest mistakes that people make with their training with their dogs is they're trying to whoa the dogs into points all the time, which means that the dog is not sure, the dog isn't trying to move up because you can tell by the body language of the dog they can't smell the bird very well, or they're not sure where it's at, or they haven't figured out they're getting too close. So one of the things that's real important, and these couple clips are showing you here, is that if you just let the dogs work, if you start whoaing them on birds and they're pretty well steady, let them go, and even a puppy, let them start learning that when they get too close, the birds fly. That will help you and your dog's point more than anything. It'll help your dog's style. It'll help them look real staunch. It'll help them start staying off birds farther and looking pretty. So whenever they're on point and you walk up and they look unsure, let them move. Ask them to move. Encourage them to move. And you see as they move in far closer to the birds are going to pop because they are wild birds. This is specifically talking about wild birds. And that teaches those dogs to stand birds really well and to stop when they smell the birds. Many times up here in North Dakota, the dogs will stop on point. We can't get them to move because they know the bird's right there. The birds might be 50 yards behind it, but they know they're there. So through this process, also the style that everybody's looking for. We have another clip we're going to show you here. This is a young pointer, and his style is based on his genetics. He's standing here because his brain is telling him he's excited. It's not because we primped him and we prompt him. We basically walk up here and we tell him we're getting ready to go look for birds. He's 1.5 years old, green broke. We tell him to whoa as we get on the horses, and he goes because he's excited, and his style comes from his brain. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that you can primp and prompt all you want. If genetically don't have it, the style's not going to be the way you want it. But it's all about staunchness, and the style comes from in here. So as you watch this little dog, Duke, he's a big pointer actually, young pup. When we tell him, whoa, we're getting on the horses, he's standing there waiting. He looks like $1 million like everybody wants because his brain is saying, I'm excited, I have to stand here, I can't move. That's one of the things that happens through this process with the birds, letting them move into. So anyway, hope that makes sense. This is a tip of the week from Perfection Kennels, John and Jessica Hand.